Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use color balance within Photoshop. So in this video I'm going to be going through a few techniques and ways you can use different variables in Photoshop to bring out the color in other pictures that you use. So this can be of your own photos, of any design you've picked off, or other people's photos that you've downloaded off the online. There's many different ways of adapting color in Photoshop, but the main reason that I'm showing you this one is because I feel like it's the best and that it will give you the most satisfying outcome. So I hope you do enjoy the video. If you have any comments, leave them in the description below and I'll get back to you straight away. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use color balance in Photoshop. Now I'm going to put a few images on the screen of what it will look like eventually. I hope you watch till the end of the video to understand how you can create these effects. Let's get straight into the video. So first thing you're going to need to do is get your image, which I'll leave a link in the description for you. Just download it, drop it into Photoshop and then unlock it from the background. Now you're ready to go. So you want to go down to your layer options here and then you're going to go up to color balance, and then as you can see we are presented with this menu. Now there's a few different things to understand here. The more you push to one side, the less of that color will get. As you can see, the more I push to one side, the more it will get, I meant. So if I push to that side, it will get a lot more red. If I push to this side, the pinks will increase, or I can increase the greens, but obviously the greens blend with the blues, so the blues increase. Now, these are simple things with color balance because it's quite a useful thing to know. If you want to get shadows and highlights, you just click this button and then I can increase the red shadows, or I can increase the blue shadows like so on the effect, or I can increase the pink on the shadows, and then I can go to the highlights, which are different, and I can increase the reds on the highlights, I can increase the blues. Obviously you don't want to do it too much, you can increase the greens, it's personal preference really. And then if I increase the blues on the highlights, there we go. So already I've changed this image. So if I go back to the midtones now and increase the blues and the greens, and then maybe some more blue, we have basically ruined this image, if I will say so, because it was quite nice before. So if I go off this, I'm just going to reset it all, get it again, because I don't really like that effect. But as you can see, by a few clicks you can easily manipulate this image. So first I'm going to start with the shadows, and I'm going to increase the reds a bit because I like this red down here coming out. It breaks away the background a bit, and maybe increase a few of the pinks just to make this dark blue down here a bit darker. And we can add yellow in as well, just to make this smoke pop a bit better. So now we can go to the highlights and get a bit of cyan in there, maybe, only a little bit. Then we get the pinks pop in it as well, and then we can get a bit of dark blue in the background. Now we're going to go to the midtones. This is where sort of you blend it all together a bit better. So if I increase the green, I sort of bring out the rocket a bit more, which makes it look a bit cleaner, and I can increase the blues in the background, and then maybe a bit more red, just to bring the whole image together. Now that I've done this, I've basically used color balance effectively to manipulate an image. So if I go off this now and I just turn it off, as you can see there's a subtle change, but it looks really good. And it doesn't look like this image has been edited too much, it just looks like it's been touched up and makes it look more crisp. As you can see, by using this you can get a quite easy effect, and it's really quick and easy. So if I go Command I on this, I can get rid of the layer and then I can just paint it back in really. If I get a brush, just decrease the size, I can paint it in on the areas that I want it, because you might not want it on the whole thing. And as you can see, I've sort of just increased the highlights on the rocket, and that's it. So simple changes like that can easily define the image. And as I said, it doesn't look edited, which is what you want, because it's not something you want people knowing, because it just looks stupid if they know that you've edited. Editing is all about making it look normal and making it look normalized from the background, which is what I've done here. I've just increased the color contrast. So that's all for this image. I'm going to move on to the next one now. So I have my image here. It's a bit different to the other one. I thought I'd go for a more lifestyle image, because obviously all of you are going to be working with different images every day, and what's best to get a toy image and then a contrasting lifestyle image. If I go to color balance again, got my color balance, I'm going to start with the shadows again. I feel like that's the best place to start. Now I can bring in the blues a bit more, and as you can see, if I increase the blues, I'm fading that pink away and I'm sort of dampening the yellow a bit. So, or I can bring out the red and then it turns this yellow a bit more orange, and then this goes a bit more reddy pink. It's completely up to you really. And if I increase the green, I'm sort of bringing out the green on that building and increasing the light blue over here. Bring out the dark blue. It sort of just brings it all together. So if I go to the highlights now, I can change it a bit more. I can go to a bit more red, a bit more pink maybe, and then a bit more blue, and then you get quite a nice edited photo there. So if I go midtones now to sort of make the colours come together a bit more, I can increase the green. That brings it, see, if you do that, it brings it back to like normal, I'd say. So if I increase the pink and then increase the blue, maybe like so, now as you can see, we have definitely changed this image. Now it looks nice, it looks a bit more cyberpunky. It is personal preference of what you do, obviously. I'm just showing you how you can drastically change an image just by the click of a button. But by doing this, we have basically created a cyberpunk manipulation. And once again, if I click Command I can just get rid of it all, and then maybe I can just paint certain bits in. So if I just go here, I can change the building color to purple just by the click of a button. And if I go to that edge there, like as I'm saying, you really, obviously it's quite contrasting, which you can reduce the opacity a bit, so it just looks a bit different. You wouldn't really know that that has changed much. So if I go over the blue, like this one, you'll notice has changed because of the windows. If I just go over the blue and then I just reduce the opacity, it adds quite a subtle effect over the top. So that's got a bit of purple in the blue now, and that's got purple over the top of the green. If you increase the opacity, you can decrease the fill as well, just to see how that works. But mainly you're going to be looking at opacity and just layer masking out what happens with the buildings. So if I just bring the yellow one back in, just so I can show you the effect. Obviously the yellow is still really, actually no, it's moved more to a deep orange now, but with a bit of purple influenced on the windows and the white. As you can see, by doing this, you can sort of manipulate however you want, to be honest. If I want to increase the green and then increase the reds and increase the yellows, I can change the image so that looks more like a summertime feel. You can sort of get different effects by using different tones, like so. Depending on what feeling you're going for, you could be going for a summer feeling, autumn feeling, a bit more yellowy, I guess, would feel more autumn. So a lot of people use this to create different tones in their image, and obviously now as you can see I've increased the highlights a bit too much, so I've ruined it a bit. But obviously this has changed the colours of the image by just sliding the highlights down, and then if I go back to the midtones I can just change it again. I can increase the orange and the blue. There's so many things you can do with it, like so. Like that looks like quite a nice edited image now. It just contrasts the colours a bit. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you have, let me know in the comments below. I always read them and answer to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next